Hello, guys. Are you looking for a fully funded scholarship in Canada? If your answer is yes, then you're in the right place. So, this scholarship covers your full tuition fees, comes with a living stipend of 2,300 Canadian dollars, comes with your relocation grant from wherever your country is based to Canada, Montreal, Canada, and comes with a quick advanced French course, even though most of the courses are taught in English, so do not worry about that. And then a summer stipend of 5,000 Canadian dollars. So I'm talking about no other about the McCall MacBain Scholarship, and it's a fully funded scholarship for usually master's and professional undergraduate programs at McGill University in Canada. In case you think this is fake, it is not at all, because I actually know somebody who has won the scholarship. A subscriber on this channel won the scholarship in the 2023 cohort. You can see the message she sent me after she won the scholarship. You can also check for her name on LinkedIn, connect with her, and also ask her some questions. Tell her you came from me. So her name is Farida Zakaria on LinkedIn. So that's it there. So how do you apply for the scholarship, and how do we replicate this success? So we have like one or two persons, how can we make it 3, 4, 5, 6, and dominate the nominees for this year? And that is what I'll be showing you today. So welcome to my YouTube channel. It is Victor once again. It is another day and we have another scholarship. In case you're joining me for the first time, you're welcome, but where have you been? There are hundreds of videos already on this YouTube channel on fully funded scholarships from around the world. So look around. I'm sure you find something that catches your interest. And if you're a returning viewer, returning subscriber, thanks for coming back. Thanks for the constant support. And I hope you find the scholarship sooner than later. So let's begin. The McCall MacBain Scholarship. So this website is loaded, lots of information. I'll go straight into the application procedure. Of course, as a scholar, you are meant to go through the website on your own, digest the basic information, and see how you can use this information to increase your chances of getting the scholarship. So in order not to keep you here for too long, let's go to the application procedure. So there are 30 spots for full scholarships, but there's another 100 spots for like a partial scholarship that probably covers your tuition, but not like your stipend. So I think most of you want to get into this batch. That's the 30 fully funded scholarship spots. So apart from academics, they're also looking for like leadership, entrepreneurial skills, community engagement, exceptional character. They're looking for a well-rounded person. For instance, you have some experience in volunteering. For instance, you do some sports. For instance, you've led like some campaigns, fundraisers as a youth church leader, as the chair of a committee that helped in solving a community problem, no matter how small it is. They want people who are already doing something, even though they're just undergraduate or just graduated from the undergraduate degree. So around this, students, apart from your transcript, which is good transcript, usually a first class or a 2-1, they also want people who are engaged in community activities. We'll talk about this a little bit more as we progress. So the eligibility criteria: have a bachelor's by August next year. If you have one already, that's good. Your bachelor shouldn't be older than 5 years. So it means your bachelor shouldn't be older than January 2020. Their rules, not mine. You should also be older. You shouldn't be older than 30 years old. Also, their rules, not mine. So I should just say that a number of scholarships do not have age restrictions, but the few that do, they take it quite seriously. So I think this is one of the few that do have restrictions. So 30 years or below, anything over 30, I'm sorry, you cannot apply. Then you also have to meet the application requirements at McGill. So there are different courses, different disciplines. So you also have to visit McGill University, look at your course, the course you intend to apply for, and then check for the application requirement. So you're meeting the scholarship application requirement as well as the degree application requirements. And for most of the departments, the requirements are just very simple. Like a normal BSc, usually a 2-1, or if possible, even a first class. Also, English proficiency, they might ask for those English tests, like the TOEFL or the IELTS, but I got you covered. There are also exemptions, like if English is your mother tongue, you do not need to submit the IELTS or the TOEFL. If you did your undergrad in Canada or the US, you do not need. Or if you studied your undergrad in a recognized English-speaking country, or where English was the formal language of instruction. So you can get exemptions. I think one of these will apply to you. So do not worry, you do not have to write the IELTS or the TOEFL. We got you covered. Just make sure you have a good degree, usually a 2-1 minimum for the field you intend to apply. Very soon we'll be looking at the eligible masters. They have over 100 master's programs, so do not worry. I think your course will be there. So let's move on. So what's the application deadline? So the application actually opened 1st of June, and I'm bringing you this video on the 2nd of June. So I'm bringing you hot. If you're an international applicant, the deadline is in August 20th. Applying from the US, Canada, so a Canadian resident, a Canadian citizen, or Canadian university based, your deadline is September 24th. So here I've clicked that I'm not from Canada or the US, and now from any other country. So it confirmed it is in August. Deadline is in August. So how do you apply? There's a 2-way application process. Then you have to apply for the scholarship separately, usually between June and August, or June and September, depending on your nationality. And then before you apply to McGill, most times you have to wait for them to contact you before you apply to McGill. So do not apply to McGill first. Wait to apply for the program, and towards the end, towards October, November, they contact you, and then latest December you apply for one of the eligible courses. There's usually an interview also told to also invited for that one, and then usually online as well. Pass the interview, then you resume and join them on campus. So we can check the FAQ section as well. And then there are some partner universities. So if your university is not among the partner universities, do not worry, you can still apply. Just that most of their nominees come from these universities. But I know a number of people who never studied here but still got it. Like the lady I told you about, Farida, she didn't study in any of these partner universities but got it. So do not worry about that. So let's go to the frequently answered questions section. Let's get there quickly. I think I opened the tab already. Yes, this is the tab. So what are the eligible masters that you can apply for, the eligible programs? Let's look at them together. As I said, over 100 programs that you can apply for. Just scroll down, so you can see more than 150 fields that you can apply for. So just click here, you see the available master's program at McGill University. Different faculties, different disciplines. So these are the different faculties. You click on them, you see the different courses under them. 150. So I'm sure you find something there in your area of interest. This scholarship also covers some professional degrees, like degree in law and dentistry, in medicine as well. So they also got you covered, which is good. So let's go the eligibility requirements and every other thing we've talked about already. Yes, there's something about endorsement I think you have to look at. You have to look at endorsement. So can I choose to be endorsed or apply directly? No. All current students and recent graduates must be endorsed by their university. So this is very important. How do you get endorsement or nomination? So there is information on how you have to get endorsed or nominated by your university. This is a very critical stage, and I think you should pay attention to this. And that is why you have to watch my video, because a number of people will just glance through and then go and apply, forgetting some critical stages. So there's information here on how to apply, sorry, for participating universities. But if you're not a participating university, there's also a way to go about it, and I'll be showing that soon. So for participating universities, they already know how to put forward candidates. If your university is not among the participating universities, that's fine. There's a way to go about it. They say you should look for their information session. And that's one thing we can look at quickly, the information session. Let's go down here and see. Yeah, this is what they're referring to, the information session. So you tell them, how do I get an endorsement? My university is not part of the university listed here on your website. And then this is the information session. So these are different online sessions where they talk about the application's requirements. You can ask questions about difficulties you might face in applying, and then they give you a response. So check for which of these sessions apply to you. For instance, I'm from Nigeria, so probably I'll be interested in this session. And then I can ask them directly, how do I get an endorsement from my university if my university is not one of the participating universities? I hope that is clear. You can also go through this and knock yourself out to check for the relevant information. There are a lot of things here I think you can go through. And if you do not have direct answers, join one of the information sessions and then get your closure and get your responses directly from the horse's mouth. I hope that is clear. Then let's go to something else, something related. So what does the scholarship entail? How does it, what documents you need to put in place? Apart from like your transcripts, your statement of purpose, there are essays you have to write, essays about yourself, about your background. So there are essays about your academic goals, your influences, meaningful experiences, and course correction. So it means mistakes you've probably made in the past that you like to undo. These scholarships can get tricky, and remember that it's not just about your transcript, but it's also about these attributes, your goals, your interests, leadership, and the rest of them. So you need to write these essays quite well to make it to the finals. So how do you write the essays? In my previous video on this scholarship, I've actually talked about the essays. So just go to my channel, for instance, and type McGill. You will see the different videos I've made and talked about the essays in details. Like this one, for instance, McGill University essay questions. You can see here. Step-by-step tips. So I went through the essays one by one, and it was one of these scholarships, remember, that got Farida the tips to write her essays. One of the scholarship videos that got her the tips to write her scholarship essays. So go through them yourself as well. I think I'll probably leave a link to them in the description box. Go through them and probably they'll help you as well. I think they would help you. Quite resourceful. They'll help you as well. So that is it really. I think what is left now is for you to just do your own due diligence. Go through the application requirements yourself, go through the website and digest information, and try to attend one of their events, their online events, to ask them direct questions about the application procedure. So hear directly from the horse's mouth, and that's the best place to get information about the scholarship. And that is it, guys. Fully funded scholarship in Canada, covering everything, including your tuition, your living stipend, your relocation fees, everything is covered through and through. So as usual, guys, I cannot wait to celebrate you. So get to work. Start putting your documents together. Start writing your essays. And I will see you at the top sooner than later. Bye bye for now. Cheers.